Great basketball players come from all over the country. Most hone their skills on the streets of large metropolitan neighborhoods. But in the rural country woods of central Georgia, you'll find one of the nation's top prospects refining his game on a modest concrete slab. Brannen Greene is the son of Jeffrey and Lori Greene. The Greenes are educators with a basketball background that they passed on to their son. Though he now stands 6 foot 8 inches tall, Brannen seemed destined to be a star.
Ever since I was born, I always had a basketball in my life. I had a little play basketball in my bedroom, so my dad always enforced it like it was just part of life. He grew up playing basketball, so I guess he wanted me to play basketball, and I just grew up loving it.
I come from a traditional powerhouse high school, Southwest High School. I developed life lessons with basketball back then that have carried me forward to, business success and that kind of thing. And I'm hoping Brannen's path is the same, but more on an elite scale. He has some professional goals that we're trying to accomplish, and through basketball, we're going to try and reach those.
Under his father's guidance, Brannen has blossomed into the top player in the state of Georgia. Earlier this year, he verbally committed to play at Kansas. Being recruited to play at one of the country's top programs is the fulfillment of an epiphany that the elder Greene had as a collegiate player.
I went to Pittsburgh State University, which is about 2.5 hours southeast of Kansas, and I've got some records still there and some accomplishments there that led to an all-star game that was being played at Allen Fieldhouse. And walking in there and seeing it, it kind of it gave me goosebumps and that kind of a thing. And I always thought on that day, if I could raise a son, to be able to come here one day and play on this very floor, that would just be it for me in life.
The reason I committed was because of my relationship with Coach Self, and when I went up there, I just felt like I could spend years there. On campus, I just felt like it was home. My dad enjoyed it. My family loved it there. Growing up, my dad, that was his favorite school, so it was easy to make that decision, and he supported it all the way.
I didn't want it to be my decision because of my love for Kansas. I wanted it to be his decision and his love for what I knew would be a beautiful environment and a great academic place for him, and a place that would give him the opportunity to reach his professional goal.
Having good bloodlines never hurts, but growing up with parents who are teachers has helped Greene develop a resolve that sets him apart. Playing pool as a youngster helped Brannen understand basic strategies and judgment that serves him well on the court.
Brannen takes a very cerebral approach to the game of basketball. He understands the dynamics of positioning, and he knows each player, what their role is. He's assessing that 2-3, moves ahead, and so he's under control because he knows what's going to happen next.
I just like to make people look bad, because I know they're trying to make me look bad, so, I'd rather be the first one to do it. I like to attack them first.
Greene has done plenty of that. He enters his senior season at Tift County High School looking to take the storied Blue Devil program to a state championship. From there, it will be on to Kansas, and with a little luck, maybe the NBA. Not bad for a kid who grew up in the backyard, challenging himself to someday beat his father one-on-one. That famous rite of passage was inevitable, but for Jeffrey Greene, that's okay.
Yeah, he's gotten a few wins against me. He has. When you're dealing with somebody who's longer than 6'7", he's about 6'7.5", almost 6'8" now, and he's strong. He can think the game now.
I go off the court sometimes and shoot. Me and my dad have had a ton of one-on-one games, horse games, all type of stuff, and you can just come up with crazy shots out there.
You can't leave him open, but I'm winded, and game's on the line, and he's knocking the shot down. But yeah, that's goal number 2 down there. That's where Brannen first dunked, and we've had a lot of battles out there.
And those battles have helped shape one of America's brightest young prospects.